Getting enrolled in Sufi, one of the most prestigious universities in China, might be our greatest fortune in life. But what makes it even more grateful and exhilarating is the unprecedentedly palatable cuisine made by those devoted staff, not only because of the delectation we spend, but also the emotional contact beneath it. Food seems to build a bridge connecting different people, staff and students, intimate friends, and newly in love couples. Every time we're warmed up by a hot meal, all pressure seems to fade away, and once again, we're prompted to carry on. No matter what happens, the cuisine will always remain comforting and encouraging, all day and all night. Have you ever seen Sufi at 4 o'clock in the morning? If you get up early enough, you'll find empty streets meandering organically around the serene campus, lit up only by several street lamps and the sparse stars hung up above. The new canteen, with closed doors, seemed to be resting too. However, the tender light shining through the windows tells us that the canteen has waken up. He is going to be fully prepared to greet the first beam of sunlight and rouse us from half awake with those yummy delicacies. Our chefs, the most marvelous magicians, are busy with frying, steaming, and stewing, conjuring up a great variety of delicious food that will sustain us for the whole exhausting morning. The egg liquid is put a very thin layer on the frying pan. The experienced aunt is waiting patiently to let it solidify and then flip it with agility. Others are filling the bun in an adroit and practiced way. A quite well-coordinated unit. When the first streak of sunshine looms on the horizon, the new canteen finally opens its doors to feed the early birds. Reeky stuffed buns, plump xiaomai, and crispy fried omelets pile up in the food steamer. There always remains a tacit agreement between aunts and students. Although not knowing each other's names, they have the same kind of meeting every day with unspoken consensus to undertake this buying and selling activities. The kind appellation Ayi seems to be the most cordial greetings which render this morning more agreeable. Noon is the most hustle-bustle time in Lüye cafeteria. Walking behind others means there will be no seat left when you're holding your dishes, hungry and desperate. But such trivia seldom annoys the gourmets whose saliva is almost drooling down at the mere sight of the cooking. Look, the glossy roasted geese are being chopped into pieces in preparation for a dish called rice with roasted meat. If you have ever tasted this delicious cuisine, you will understand why people are always willing to wait in a long line before the window. The rice is soaked with the flavored plum sauce and matched perfectly with the juicy duck slice. Just one spoon. The unique taste will enrich your mouth, and it just feels like you're sitting in a local restaurant in the sultry Guangdong province. soft and elastic rice noodles. Cradled in a mini double-handle pot, are endowed with multiple flavors by the dexterous movements of chefs. Beef topping and chicken topping, salty, slightly sour and spicy, are the most appetizing. You can't miss the casserole with optional ingredients. Bubbling soup is on the verge of boiling out with vegetables and meats crammed into a middle-sized bowl. The rich flavor of this instantly cooked dish always makes starving stomachs growl. After the tumult of midday, everything drifts to a state of tardiness and exhaustion. The greatest power illuminates almost every corner within her reach. For those youngsters, taking a nap might be the most luxurious choice, as every second is treasured to stimulate their untapped potential. Some are concentrating on an avant-garde lecture, some are focusing on the latent strength combat, some are fixated on mathematical formulas. To be sure, there is excruciating torture as well as merry comfort. Shenghuan is an epitome of food culture fusion, absorbing both the native and foreign quintessences. You can have a hearty meal of sizzling bibimbap, the crispy rice crust blended with the fresh bean sprouts and the tender beef slice shrouded with a special flavorous sauce. Friends are the best company to share this delicious meal after a long term of self-study. Perhaps a perfect toss of wok on the flamboyant fire, accompanied by an alluring smell, is most mouth-watering. With only one relish, the taste buds will be housed by that sharp spice. Can't be more satisfying. No one can resist the temptation of stir-fried rice, a clever mixture of diversified materials: green beans, diced meat, crunchy carrots, fragrant chives, and the golden rice wrapped in egg liquid. When sunlight gives way to darkness, heat slips away from heartland. But those scrumptious dainties still retain its temperature in silence, waiting to warm every heart impaired by fatigue and tiredness. In the same way, it brings us together by an intangible sincerity. Memories try to keep themselves alive, but not all.